The content shared reflects the views of the host and guests of the program only and are not necessarily the views of Cordasco Financial Network or its advisors. This media production is educational in nature and should not be construed as financial, legal, or tax advice or a solicitation or presentation of sale of any financial products or services. Please consult a professional prior to making any financial, tax, or legal decision.
Hi, it's Steve Cordasco, host of the weekly Your Life, Your Wealth radio show and podcast. I'm joined by Mike Carter. He is founder, president, and CEO of a company called Biz Equity. In part one of this three-part series, we discuss the benefits of his online business valuation tool and what motivated Mike to start the company and why it's helping small business owners be in a position to do their own financial planning. Can you talk to us about your company, Biz Equity, and why Biz Equity is relevant to today's business owner?
What we sought to do nearly over 7 years ago with Biz Equity is to help the 200 million business owners around the world figure out what their value is and help them establish a baseline of what the value is today so that they could grow that value tomorrow. And why it's relevant is it, to your point, if you think about it, it's the largest asset class, I think next to real estate, around the world. And can you imagine if the real estate market operated without any known value to any property? The disarray that would exist between buying and selling properties, changing properties between generations, there would be mass amount of disarray. B, there probably wouldn't be a market per se, right? Similarly with publicly traded stocks. But the amazing thing is that's what's happening with private companies. So again, nearly 200 million private companies around the world. And before Biz Equity started, there wasn't really a standard way to value them. So we think the opportunity that we're kind of have created here at Biz Equity is to help the business owners, to help those that serve the business owners, but much broader, as you rightfully said, I believe, is the public at large who have interest in these companies and these businesses to understand them more and eventually, I think, provide a valuation, asset valuation around those businesses when you can imagine the ramifications to that. The timing, just for the business owner marketplace, CNBC and the FPA did a study 2 years ago with Karen Rogers around the number of businesses looking to transact or sell in the next 10 years, the baby boomer generation in the U.S. And it was estimated that 8 million businesses in the next 10 years are going to sell. And the amazing thing, Steve, especially for you and your business and great things that you do for your clients, is 78% of those business owners thought they're going to fund their retirement through the sale of their business. But if only 2%, as estimated by an independent research company called IBISWorld, value themselves in any given year, that means 98% of businesses don't know their value. Yet 8 million of them are going to sell in 10 years, and 78% of them think they're going to fund the majority or all of their retirement through the sale of their business. That's a real problem, right? And or a real opportunity to the business owner.
I'm talking to Mike Carter. He's founder of Biz Equity. Next time, in part 2 of our conversation, we'll talk about the role TV's Shark Tank plays in getting kids interested in becoming entrepreneurs and how advancements in technology enables Mike and his team to create Biz Equity. Thanks for listening. I'm Steve Cordasco.